Hello, this is Dr. Ray Powell, owner and medical director of Physicians Plan Weight Management Medical Clinics in Redding and Chico. Today I'm going to go over a discussion about the two different new injectable weight loss drugs. One is called semaglutide and the other is tirzepatide. They're two different medications. They're owned by two different companies. Semaglutide has got FDA approval for diabetes as well as weight loss. So you'll hear two different names for this drug. It's the same exact drug. They just put two different labels on them. One is Ozempic, which is FDA approved for diabetes, and the other is Wegovy, which is FDA approved for weight loss. Tirzepatide, on the other hand, is called Monjory for diabetes and Zepbound for weight loss. I don't know who comes up with these names. So they both basically do similar actions. The first thing they do is they go to the stomach and they decrease gastric emptying. So it makes you feel fuller, quicker, and longer. And that's the main effect that most people initially see is they'll get halfway through their meal and they're like, oh my God, I'm already full. So that's a good thing. So you're eating less. It's a matter of what you eat becomes important in the long run. The second thing that they do, and tirzepatide is more effective in this than semaglutide, but tirzepatide goes to the brain and blocks the addictive centers in the brain. So it's especially important for people that have like a lot of food noise and they're always thinking about what they're going to eat next, or they're cheese heads or bread heads or candy heads where they just can't wait to eat it. It really cuts that out where you'll still eat it, but you'll be like, nah, I don't need any more of that. And then they end up not eating as much of it. It's a game changer because they're also noting it's blocking the addictive centers for even alcohol and even illicit drugs. So even alcoholics are having less of a desire for their alcohol. So they might actually try to get FDA approved for addiction medicine. Semaglutide will do that, but it's a slower effect. It takes a little bit of higher dose for that to happen. But these are apples and oranges in dosaging. Semaglutide starts at 0.2 milligrams, or 0.25 is what you'll see advertised, up to 2.4 milligrams, which is what they studied in their studies on humans. Tirzepatide goes from 1 milligram to 15 milligrams. But if I started you on 2.4 milligrams or 15 of either drug, you'd be puking your guts up for a week. So you have to start at a light dose and work up slowly. So my philosophy is start slow and work up slowly too. And so we started 0.2 for semaglutide or 1 milligram for tirzepatide. We'll do that for 3 to 4 weeks. Then we go up to 0.4 or 2, and we keep going up gradually. But let's say we get to 5 milligrams of tirzepatide and it's really working really well. Not a lot of side effects. You're losing weight. You're having way less of the food noise and you're feeling fuller. Why go up? The only people that want me to go up is the drug company because they want to make more money. So my philosophy is kind of what's called microdosing. You'll hear that sometimes in the discussions about these medications, where we only go up if we need to. But if it's going to be under my medical watch, patients are coming in once a week to weigh in. They have an accountability. That way we can track how they're doing and we can adjust the dosage if necessary. The problem with these medicines is the companies are very proud of their medicines. They're not new. They've been around for a little while, but they have an expense to them. Semaglutide, if I wrote your prescription for it, would be close to $800 to $900 a month. Tirzepatide is over $1,300 a month, which is like $325 injection. I don't know who can afford that besides maybe the Kardashians. So it's very expensive. The companies have had an issue, though, is that there's been such in high demand that there's become a shortage where they can't produce enough. So the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, removed the requirement of the patent protection so other companies can make it. So you'll see a whole bunch of different companies on the internet popping up saying, oh, we're selling the GLP-1 or the GLP-1/GIP, which is the different names for semaglutide and tirzepatide. They're bringing the price down, but it's still not that cheap. It's still up in the $800 to maybe $600 to $800 a month. I call that financial rape. I mean, they're making a tremendous amount of profit. I feel like I'm making enough of a profit if I charge for semaglutide as of the date of this recording, which is February of 2025, $65 an injection. The tirzepatide is a little bit more expensive. It's a little bit more effective with less side effects, and it's up at $80 an injection, which is way cheaper than $325. But you still have to understand it's still an additional part of your budget that you have to work into. But it can be an effective. They're safe medications. They've got some other indications that they're coming out with now, like helping protect from kidney disease. They're also helping with repairing and actually preventing further heart damage for people with heart failure. So there's some really, really good benefits, including even decreasing the issues with sleep apnea, which most of these are also caused by the significant weight loss that people are having. There are two major side effects that they'll mention in the list that don't have anything to do with gut, that you kind of look at and you're like, well, what does this mean? Tired or fatigued. What you have to remember is they're originally designed as diabetes medicine. So if you feel tired or fatigued, guess what you need to do? Your blood sugars are probably low, so you need to eat. So the cure for hunger is food. One of my biggest pet peeves is where you'll hear these pundits on TV and on YouTube saying studies are showing that these medications are making you lose muscle. The medication has no effect on your muscle mass. It's what you eat or don't eat. So if you go from 4,000 calories of American crap to 2,000 calories of American crap, you're going to lose weight. But guess what you're going to lose? You're going to lose your muscle mass, and you're going to feel like crap. So it's really important to have somebody educate you on what you need to be doing with food, which is what we do here. And protein becomes an important thing, as well as active living and exercise. So this is the gist on these two different medications. I hope this helped. Have a great day. Eat right, live right, and feel right.